Oh no, I see. I forgot to put I forgot. What's up, YouTube, by the way? I forgot to put the background that I usually do. Um, Alrighty, Rue. Give me 1 second, actually. I should have waited, but let me just check because today's laundry day. Um, if everything's all good over there. Be right back. Oh, okay. Yeah, everything's all good. I'll check on it in like maybe 20-ish minutes or whatnot. Um, so yeah, let's do it, boys. All right, so I was very surprised at being able to make another character. I forget what the max is per account, but yo, what up, Z? Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Um, and but you know what I mean? Because I was gonna be kind of like either a not like a ref, but you know, just be part of to see like what's going on and or maybe just chill in the stream and see. But I like this idea. I love this idea because this is like oh, and what am I talking about? So Howie, um, if you guys don't know Howie Diablo, he's on YouTube as well. Hello. Um, he thought of doing like a Fight Club arena for demons bound by warlocks. It's like it would almost be like a PvP, and technically it is a PvP because you have to hostile other players. But like without the warlock himself doing any input like attacking or casting spells, it would only be about the demons fighting other players' demons. I think this is an awesome idea, and we're gonna do it for the first time this weekend, where everyone's bound demon is gonna be level 1 and also level 1 demonic mastery. We have to test it out to see how it's gonna work, but I think it's such an awesome idea, and I was so shocked that I had enough space for one more character. So we're just gonna do it, level ourselves up here, and then I did put. I had to like look for like the Hussar's belt and stuff like that from my other characters from leveling or whatnot, just to make life a little easier. And yeah, but that's what we're gonna do. Surf Fight Club. You know. Man, this no music thing is so eerie. So weird. Um all right. Hopefully that game doesn't exist anymore. I don't know who created it. There we go. It works. It works, y'all. Okay. Cool beans. Oh, I have to set everything up here, right? Wait. Blue filter. So for you, we're going to have to show everything. Okay, and then options. Okay, cool beans. Yeah, so there's I just transferred some stuff over. I don't even know if we're ever gonna. Just wanted to make some room, but this is pretty much the combo here, and then just a random thing here. All right, let's make some. Let's transfer over some money, like 50K, right? Mm-hmm. Just so that we could buy like anything that we want. Ooh, and we got a top left map. What? Alright. I am Akara, yes, yes.
Good day.
Alright, let's get these books then. That looks good to me. Alright, we're gonna need we're gonna need stamina pots. And yeah. Also, let's put it in the Discord that we're doing a little stream. Let's see, is anybody else gaming? Nope. Okay. That's okay. Mr. Sage Mage. Okay, cool beans. Anyways, is anybody on as well? Let's just see. Yeah, look at them. Not like many people are playing right now. Okay, that's good. Also, let's, before we do anything, whoa. Okay, well, first of all, let's buy that. Uh-huh. Demonic Mastery. Just in the very beginning, right? Just so we could do some stuff. There we go. Alright. Okay, also, let's take a look at what this will entail. So, for our first trial test run, I think the rules are going to be no allowing of anything. It's just going to be pure demons. And also, it's going to be 1 point in here and 1 point in here. Now, eventually, once we figure out how the baseline works, right? Like a baseline of level 1 everything, how that works. I think it goes without saying that personalizing how you're going to run a bound demon is going to be the way to go, right? For consecutive events like this, which I think should catch on for real. And again, that might adjust. Like I was even talking in the Discord, telling them that for the first try, let's cap it at level 30 and whatnot. But later on, it would be very nice if we could do this at level 44, which is not too bad. You could get that during normal bail runs, which would get everybody bind demon to be at level 15, which that would allow uniques to be bound. But not super uniques, because everybody would just go for the same one. Everybody would go for Hephasto or whatever, right? Like super strong ones. But the uniques would be a very cool thing to do, and then you could get to customize how you want, right? Even if nothing else is allowed, at least you could death mark and like, you know, customize. Oh, do you want them to have a little bit more res, or do you want to do the attack speed and the damage, or what? You know what I mean? That could be really cool. Because obviously there's not going to be any input from the Warlock himself, but for that, it is what it is. Now, while we're leveling, So I don't want to respec for this trial run here. So I'm just going to put 1 point into Demonic Mastery. So while we level, I have a feeling... Well, we're definitely going to want to go down here for leveling. This. This. Even potentially this, but I think it's okay for now. 1 point in here, and then eventually 1 point in here. So we do need 1 points everywhere here. Then I think for our main thing... I think I'm going to go 1 point everywhere else as well. But for the main thing, what would you do? Blood Oath or Death Mark? You know? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Or do we just pump up like Summon Goatman or Summon Tainted? You know? I don't know, boys. But anyways, let's get going. Right? Why not? Oh, that's right. And we need... Wait. I need to drink these here. And then... we need to get more mana. And also we do need some kind of damaging spell. But we could achieve that by even doing things like this, right? We'll see. Unless if we want to go for the leveling process to be easier, so we do go like Ring of Fire and Flame Wave or whatnot. Maybe. I wonder. Oh, gosh darn it. And mana potions. J-balls. Think about what you're doing. Alright. Well, let's rock and roll. By the way, this is just going to be a shorter stream of, going to do some laundry and be, like, put laundry in, put it into dryer or whatever, whenever that happens. This will continue because we're not going to get to level 30 in like a, you know, 2-ish hour stream or whatnot. Maybe an hour and a half, we'll see. No way, Jose. There you go. If anybody else wants to join, or be part of this fight club, it's going to happen over the weekend. So come on in. If you want to. Again, I was going to be kind of like a moderator at first, but I'm like, you know what? Let's see if I have one character slot left. Because I am freaking down to be part of this. Oh, come on. How are these people advertising? I swear. Ooh. Skill Shrine. Okay. Yo! Mr. Mad Bomber! Welcome, sir. How have you been? See? Even if you keep dying over and over, it's fun, right? Yeah, all you needed was a little quick refresher, dude. I knew you couldn't just say no to all those awesome freaking runes that you've collected over the season already. Bro. Too good. And hello, Mr. Kraft, Mr. Clark. How are you, boys? Yes, I know, Scotty. I know. Yeah, I knew you can't. That would be blasphemy. Oh, here's Bishi. Okay, cool. Nice. Wow, we have the skill shrine. We could demolish these boys. Get this guy. Also, we probably... Hey, what? There's one more, isn't there? It must be somewhere. Where's he resurrecting from? Oh my gosh. Okay, but this is good experience anyway. I don't mind. As long as they're not constantly getting resurrected, because those guys give me no experience if they're resurrected. You guys didn't know, by the way. You cannot get infinite XP by having Fallens be risen. And I'm doing good, Mr. Kraft. So I am going to be streaming you the typical, like, you know, normal evening stream or whatever. But I decided to do some laundry because it's been piling. Or not piling, but, you know, it's time. I still have a reserve, of course, of things. But I'm like, oh, and it is incredibly hot because I was going to work, and I was working early on. It is impossible to stay outside today. Impossible. Like... So I'm like, you know what? Let's call it a day. Let's call it quits. Go home. And just do, like, dedicate a few hours to laundry or whatever. Yeah. So this Warlock, my friend, is going to be used specifically for this event that we're going to be doing with Howie. From Howie Diablo on YouTube as well. He's a streamer. I think you're part of his community already, I think. A lot of the people from his Discord are on my Discord and vice versa. I'm hanging out over there as well all the time, pretty much, you know. There's like a separate channel even for me, Rushes by Jables. So like if anybody needs a rush, they post it in Howie's Discord as well, under that category. So anyways, but the event. So we're going to be doing this event, which I can't believe I didn't come up with this idea. It's gonna be like a low-level dueling, like LLD duels, but without the warlocks doing the damage or anything. It's gonna be just demons from the bind demon skill, other against others bind demons. And we're gonna try it out with a baseline of level 30 1-point wonders. So we're not gonna be like and by the way, the warlocks cannot do any of the damage. That's going to be the rule. So we're not going to be doing any of this stuff. But we are allowed to, of course, death mark. That's like instant teleportation of your demon. And 1 point here, 1 point here. So no customizations for this first time that we're going to try it. And then I think this is going to be like a huge new freaking subcategory of dueling. I think this is an amazing idea. And then there could be categories of like how low can you go, or like how, like, you know, like let's say there's low level duels, right? There's like level 15 duels, there's level 30 capped duels, there's you know, regular high end game duels, right? There's like different categories of dueling that people have come up with, right? So I think this could go very far and very like cool. Where eventually, once we find out what kind of a base game experience it is with just 1 point, because who knows, maybe it's just going to be, like, maybe the coding for the demons that they did is just not good, and it's just not going to be a fun event. But if it is, in the future, I think that we're going to allow customization, you know, kind of like a secret build, like you get to customize it how you want. Obviously without putting, you know, like not helping the demon fight. And potentially, like my idea would be, if this goes well first, I think the optimal would be to have a tournament for level 44 warlocks, which means that every warlock there could have level 15 bind demon, and then everybody in the game, and by the way, how this would work is everybody, you know, we agree on a place, and everybody has, like, let's say 2 minutes or 3 minutes to go out anywhere in the Diablo 2 world and bind a demon and then come back to that place. You know what I'm saying? So at level 15, you could bind uniques, right? Not super uniques, because super uniques, everybody would go for the same ones. Hephasto and blah, 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 right? And the smith. So that would be boring. But at level 15, the combinations of uniques and their like modifiers are endless. And it would all be normal. So it wouldn't be a gazillion modifiers unless if we decided to do it in Nightmare, which would open up a game a little bit more because there's more enemies, more modifiers, stuff like that. But we would have to cap it at some point somehow. Or maybe, again, not even cap it. Like, again, there could be categories. This could be amazing. So, anyways, this is my... Yeah, I was surprised myself that I even had another character slot open. Because I have so many, like, level 1 mules and blah, blah, blah. Just keeping gear. And then I have, like, 6 warlocks, all 85 and higher. You know that, right? Like, 1 for each build. It's crazy. But this one, I had 1 slot left, I think. And I'm like, dude, I want to be part of this. Because I was going to originally just moderate it. You know, just kind of be there and kind of like a referee / coach. Or just a viewer. Just straight up view it, you know. But I want to be part of this. If I could. And I could. Alright. Belt, please. Thank you. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Let's go to the den. But this requires, yeah, to get up to level 30, right? So, there's no rushing needed. You still need to level up in normal. Like, you can't get rushed and level up in hell. I mean, I guess you can. I guess you can get rushed and level up in hell and then come back to normal for the actual, like, Fight Club thing. So, again, it wasn't my idea. So, the rules and all that stuff, it's on Howie's Discord. There's, like, a special section. But I could, I highly doubt he would mind. I could post his Discord. And also, by the way, Mr. Kraft, Mr. Clark, I got your message just now. I think I would go, by the way, for still making a CTA and Enigma. If you're going to play, make it. Because, well, what's the downside? Like, you can't hold on to your burr from this season and transfer it over to next season anyway. So, it's not too late. It's only halfway. And, again, typically seasons were 4 months. By the way, your typical Diablo 2 season was 4 months. Now, they did mention something about, and then they did like a weird thing with Reign of the Warlock. They made it like 3 months. So right now we're officially at the halfway point of their new changed season schedule, which is 3 months. So we're like literally halfway through. You have plenty of time, and now runes are over time in general are more abundant because people have been holding on to runes, so they're easier to trade for. I would still make a CTA and Enigma. It's not too late. And those are universal for any build, right? You could use a CTI on every character on every build on your swap to just buff, and you can use an Enigma on every build. So no downside, just time really. Right, exactly. But out of all the rune words, don't ever be ashamed, or like don't ever like think twice about making an Enigma. Obviously, if you don't have one already, like if you have one, don't make a second one for no reason. But if you don't have one, always Enigma numero uno if you can, and numero dos CTA, because they're just universally good all the time. You know, people like for example, people mention Grief as well. Well, okay, but Grief is only for physical characters, right? So, you know, but universally Enigma CTA, do it. And actually, so you kind of caught me off guard, but there might be a way for me to help you make that CTA. Because Mr. Wick, which was the one that the burr went to, he got himself a burr just from dropping, and he wanted to thank me for, you know, contributing earlier. He split that burr up, and he gave us an ohm as like a thank you, you know, for hooking up with the burr earlier. So I already have a CTA, and if you can get yourself like a Mal, an Ist, and a whatever, I was thinking about, you know, not doing like a raffle, but in general for the people that engage and are really want to accomplish this, we could do something, okay? All right, but you kind of caught me off guard. I was gonna mention it more in the Discord and like, kind of play the field, see who still needs it. But it seems like it seems like you want it and you need it, and you've been like in general engaging and stuff like that. So, as long as you're not like a person that's just gonna really quickly turn it around on GSP and like get some forum stuff and just be one of those people, then I'm more than happy to dedicate that home to you. Because again, I can't take it. I wanted to pay it forward, and that's what it was. But Wick was already paying it forward by giving a little portion of it back to me so that I could, then reach out to you guys because, he doesn't stream and I do, so it's more accessible. Actually, now that we're in town, let me do a quick, because I don't want to go into den yet. Let me go check on my clothes, boys. And if they're ready, give me 2 minutes. I'm going to, put some into the dryer, a new batch into the washer. It'll be like 2 minutes if they're ready. If not, I'll be back in, well, less than a minute. All right? Hold up. And you know what? You're here for the long haul. Very nice, Mr. Clark. That's what I like to hear in general. And, sometimes relationships don't last forever and stuff like that. But as long as, you have a good attitude about it and, don't get into fights with people over like silly things, which again, hopefully nobody is picking fights for no reason, right? But yeah, if you're in the long haul, nice. I'm happy to hear it, And even if you're not like so engaged sometimes, it's fine. Like I take breaks too. Like, people get a little bit burnt out from playing the same game like forever and ever. Sometimes like my main purpose, by the way, just a little quick story time. My main purpose originally, before Reign of the Warlock, when the Warlock came out, was doing single player. I love single player, so I wouldn't even play with people really. I would just stream for single player and do like different journeys and show people like how they could do things either online or single player, right? Right, so we need a 50s flail, and the Amrail is whatever, but the Mal and the Ist, I don't like, again, because I keep giving things away. I don't have those, even like the little runes. I don't have. But yeah, okay. Anyways, let me go check on that stuff. All right, I'll be right back. And hold on, if that's the case, let me put on that music. Dude, I've been enjoying this music. There's like yesterday's was we played a this right here. Hold on. It's synthwave, AI synthwave of Donkey Kong Country. Let me leave you guys. And again, maybe it's not noticeable right away, but if you guys like Donkey Kong Country, this will be good. Yeah, by the way, rune journeys are slow in general. Runes are very rare, Mr. Clark. So it's not like oh my gosh, why is everybody always getting runes and not me? No. In general, it's just the luck of the draw. But they're rare. The higher you go, the rarity is incredible. So you're actually very lucky, kinda, that you joined already midway. So a lot of people can help you with the little mini things that they've been holding on to, and maybe they don't need anymore. You see how that works? I'll be right back, boys. Oh. All right, boys. I'm back. And Mr. Mad Bomber, by the way, Mr. Scotty, I don't think you've been here with my face on, right? Mr. Mad Bomber. This whole time that you were like in my streams, this was before the 1 year anniversary. Or no, well, you were there for. Oh no, so you did see me on camera already. I was gonna say you might be one of the few that has not yet. Okay. That goes on. Oh, okay, yeah, because you might have. That might have happened right before where you said that you were taking a break, or that you were just going away. But I knew that it was just going to be a break. Obviously, Diablo 2 is like RuneScape. It's like one of those games that people say they quit, but they don't really quit all the way. And that's a good thing. That's how you know a game is good. All right. What were we gonna do? Oh yeah, 10. Come on. Oh, and we need to actually invest some stuff, don't you think? One in here. We're going to need to get down here. For sure that. That. I know you funny bone, man. Should we make the music a little louder? Oh yeah. Oh, password is 67. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And yeah, Mr. Clark, whenever you're ready, you could actually come in here too. I think the decision is made, right? Laundry day and CTA giveaway. Or sorry, Ohm giveaway. Flail, Istrun, Runes. That's gonna be for what? For the... Hold on, to make the mal, right? That's right, that's right. Yo, thank you. Nice. Yeah, for sure. How's your pally doing, by the way? And who are you playing with, like, in the normal? Because I saw in BNet, like, it said that you were in normal difficulty. I'm guessing with a new character and your buddy. Yeah, I still haven't made a void yet. Yeah, I haven't made a void yet. Dude, but you can't be, man. Unless if you have a gazillion Zods, man. I can't just take this. Are you sure? But I will make a void if you could provide the Zod. Oh, okay. Oh, and you were playing on non-Reign of the Warlock. I see. Okay. Dude, holy smokes. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Scotty, aka Mad Bomber. Oh, I think, isn't there a sale? I think the sale is still here, or no? Let me see. Oh no. Dang it. But he should try it when it goes on sale again. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, that's a different situation then. Dude, I don't want to downplay the Zod drop. That's crazy. If you get, if you're more playing over there. But thank you, sir. Yeah, and the rest I could get. And I already have the base as well. I just never made it yet. Because again, like, you have like a Hodo and stuff like this, and it's enough for where you don't, yeah. And I think they kind of try to trick people with this sale, I think, by the way. Because, usually, if it goes out, they have bigger sales. Isn't it usually like 66% off or something like that? Like crazy. And this time they only did a 25% sale to kind of get the most out of it. And they called it like one of those, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of not cool. The 4th of July was here, and I know Blizzard is like, maybe not all completely Americanized, like American, but like it doesn't care that America has 4th of July, but I would expect them to give a nice sale. This one. Hey, what's the best leveling spec? So, people thought that the fire route was going to be bad after the nerf, but it's not. Both miasma, like this, both miasma and fire is very good for leveling. What's up, Mr. Wedge? And Mr. Jackaroo, that was answering your question. And hi, Jinx. I see you all. So by the way, I also have to take a look at the time, because from now I have about an hour and 10 minutes, or like an hour maybe from now. I gotta check on the laundry again. Oh, and there it goes. What did you say, mister? Yeah. Sale is a scam. Yeah, what the heck is that? Alright, cool. Let me talk to Akara. Getting rid of this stuff too? Oh, thank you, sir. That's gonna be when we're doing the fight club. Unless if that's for you want to transfer some stuff. Okay, nice. Finally got those boots. Also, we need to sell that stuff. By the way, you know how we were just talking about like that your friend didn't get the Reign of a Warlock thing? If he gets that, you get the original thing in it too. So if he has the original, the upgrade for the Warlock isn't the full price for the Reign of the Warlock, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how it played in when I bought it. Like, I already had D2R, and then the Warlock expansion / DLC is just a little on top of that, if you already own the first piece. In case you were wondering, So it's not like full price for your friend, that is, right? Zen, Mr. Zen. No. It's pretty much all like low level. Mr. Zen, is this Clark? Are you Clark? Yeah. Yeah, it's probably different because it's the pass. Yeah. Which I don't know much about, I haven't ever played on console for Diablo 2. Mr. Craft. Okay, okay, cool. Okay, hold on. Mr. Craft is here. And I already have a CTA in my Chronicle. So, let's just put in what it's supposed to be. Am, Rel, Mal, Ist, Om is the order. Okay, hold on. So here's this. Oh, I don't have the cube either. Hold up. Ist, Mal. We need to make a Mal, which... Hold up. Let me be right back. Be right back. I want to see how it rolls. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's just there. That could go to somebody if they need it. Also. Okay. So what do we need for ums? Oh yeah, hold up. Here's the Om. And then for this, let's double check. Project Cube recipes, please. 2 ums and a topaz. Okay. Okay, let's do it. I already have it for Chronicle. Wait, what did he say? Dude, if that what it rolls with, then it's gonna be worth so much that you should trade it for and then just make another CTA. Like, literally, that's how it goes. Just make sure you put it in that right order. You put the runes the correct order. Okay. Amral Mal Ist Om. I'm excited. Oh. You got it? Okay. Amral Malist Dome. Let's go, Mr. Clark. Come on. Let's go. 664, baby. Ha ha ha. Yep. Mr. Clark is right here. Mr. Zen. We already have it for the Chronicle. And, alright, let's see. No, yeah, baby! Woohoo! 644, dude. That is nice. And that 6, battle command actually kinda goes a long way. Yeah, it gives +1 to skills for a lot longer, you know? Cause it's about yeah. Yes, very nice. Yes, congrats, my man. That is a nice roll. And 4 is above the middle ground. Right? Because you have 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6. Very nice, very nice. But for now, use it. Oh, you're gonna love. You know that commercial for Men's Warehouse? You're gonna love the way you feel. Dude, it's gonna feel so good having so much more life. It's amazing. Heck yeah. Yeah, once I get my Demon Boy up to 30 and kind of ready to rock and roll, because I don't want to be the last one, like right at the last second in the weekend, leveling my Warlock, you know? Everybody's already started their Warlock leveling. So, dude, I know. And you're going to be godly. Let me go back to my Fight Club boy. Dude, and it's so hard to roll good CTAs. That's a very nice roll. Very, very nice. Alright, boys. I'm going to keep on going. By the way, does anybody have any uses or ideas for this? It's not ethereal, which kind of creates a problem for things that become indestructible. But, you know, it's there. What is this? Little nice. You know? Love y'all. Love you back, Mr. Clark. You know? Especially if you're getting back in the game a little bit later. Alright, Demonic Mastery. Because we're never going to get this done at this pace. Yeah, great Oath base. Yeah. You stacking up on this keys and statues, that is probably the way to go. And, you know, again, it's one of those things where that is targetable enough to get value from it. You know what I mean? It's one of those target farmed areas where, again, you could be unlucky getting an actual high rune drop for ages. But if you get keys consistently, then you could get torches consistently. And then eventually one of those torches has to be close to a good one, right? So the same thing with the jewels, right? It's kind of like a guaranteed eventual forçation. That's not a word. But you're forcing eventually to be able to trade up to like a Burr rune and all that stuff, you know? It's just a natural progression, and it's guaranteed because you know what you're looking for, you know where to get it. Yeah. And you got to Ubers and non before you switched. Heck yeah, man. The statues are dangerous. Or, sorry, the Colossals are dangerous. Hey, look at this. Lethargy, Bane. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but if you cheese it... Yeah, we did it a few times. Yeah. On stream a couple of days in a row now. So, once you get your statues, just come on in. But doing it yourself is very rewarding, and it's nice. Especially Ubers, since that's like the first step, that's the old school thing that everybody knows. That's a good one. Yes, so all the statues, yeah, all the statues drop from act bosses. Okay, I don't know. Oh, I should have put it into Dex. Gosh darn it. I always forget. Yeah, and if you don't want to cheese, we could also do that, you know? Without cheese, 2 paladins should do the trick. Oh, yeah. Players 3 Blood Raven, boys. No one can stop us. Not even these zombies. Wow, she's surprisingly stuck and not moving, or what's going on? She's constantly usually running away. Oh, there she goes. Okay. Her instincts kicked in. Dude, no worries. It's nice to see people that are engaging in the community in general, you know? So, it's not like for the views or whatever, just people that are like want to be part of like a community slash family of people that play together. That's awesome. I need to get rid of this. What does he say? You want to try out a full game, Uber Ancients, to see how hard. Ooh, like a player's 8? For sure, man. Anytime. Ooh. That might be... But, again, with enough... I mean... Like, who knows? If you had, like... 3 paladins... Maybe... Like, including one with conviction to, like, lower their resistances. And you had, you know, like a freaking 3 warlocks. Again, like 1 echoing strike, 1 maybe chain, 1 fire. And then you had, like, a druid with the oak sage. Like, yeah, of course it's gonna be doable. But you would need a nice combination. Dude, yeah, they already hit like a truck. And the difference is pretty significant even between players 1 and 2. Bro, so the hard part is going to be to survive 1 shot. Getting 1 shot, that is, right? Because if you could survive getting 1 shot and just constantly pop full rejuice to stay alive and the whole 8-player game is able to do that, then eventually, you know, it might actually be good. But he'll just bow. Right, but see, you wouldn't need all that setup probably for players 8. Because they're going to hit, yeah. It's times... I forget the damage, if it's the same as health or no. And then the problem with getting 1 shot, especially from a Warlock's perspective, which there would need to be some kind of Warlock in there to clear the trash or whatever, is if you die, if you do get 1 shot with your bound demon as a Warlock, gosh darn it, now you have to go find another demon, and if he was doing like a big part for the tanking, you know, you have to be ready. You would need to be really prepared. Like, find a game that has like the cursed affix or like the stone skin affix. Make sure you use the shards when all 8 players are there, so you get the most tanky mob spawns. And then I guess you would have to like have all the warlocks, if they did get 1 shot, be able to go get demons again and stuff like that. Because the demon does a lot of heavy lifting for distracting, and then the tankier your demon is, the longer he can distract without you having to go to town. And going to town through the portal is very scary, right? You cannot leave the game and come back, because that will reset them. But if you leave through the portal, I guess unless if there's like all the 8 players are there, obviously. Sorry, I keep forgetting that we're talking about that. But if you go through the portal, they'll just chase you down to the portal and they'll hog the portal. Like, you won't be able to get back in there without getting 1 shot as well. So, you know, but if everybody is like distracting people and stuff like that, yo, 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 Captain Blaster. Captain Blast is almost ready, it seems, for the tournament. Or could be. You could use him for... Oh yeah, which one is for the... Is this the one for the Fight Club? Yeah, I know. But that, like, I don't think that's right. That doesn't kick in until, like, you get partnered or whatever and allowed. That might be a while, boys. But it'll come naturally, if anything, over time. And as long as Diablo 2, like, is pretty decent, and you know, it's still attracting old school people that like used to play it back in the day, and it's still doing its thing, then eventually my channel will get out there. Hopefully. Come on, get in with the experience shrine. Where are you, buddy? Come on. Come on. Haha. Yes. Oh. Zan can. That is true. If that, hold on. What do you guys sum up? That's true. Oh, yes, of course. I don't need to be done at all. Yeah, let's go do it. We can actually stay in this game. Yeah, where are ya? Yeah, I'll be right back. You could probably stay in this game. Because this game doesn't have, it doesn't have, whatchamacallit, anything done in it. Alright. I need that. I want this. I want that. And I want this. Okay. But make a game. Make a game, and I will come and do it, if that's what you would prefer. Yes, by the way, whew, it's finally off my chest that Ohm rune got contributed. Because again, I was gonna think about it and or not think about it, but like think about when to do it and to whom or whatever. Probably like this weekend or whatever. But look at that. It came very nice through. All right, let me go to these normal ancients. I got you, boy. Oh. Normal ancients. I got you, boy. Alright, so here, by the way, for ancients from the waypoint, this is the back end wall right here, and you go straight across. Meaning, so this is the tile where your character's direction is this way, and that's where it's going to be. Now, it could wave a little bit and move, but... okay. But it is going to be straight across. Hey! Thank you, Mr. Clark. Yeah, you know, when people ask things, you know, and you feel like you can't contribute that way, again, it's a lot of stuff on the Discord you could find and stuff like this, but yeah. The best is like when you already have something GG and you get it again, then you could contribute it if, you know, if it's not like incredibly like valuable, like rune wise, to like spread across like a bunch of people's, you know, happiness, right? Cool beans. All right. Wait, is this the character? Remind me though. Is this for the okay, once you get the waypoint. Doo 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 doo. Yo, Mr. Josh. How you doing, my man? You guys want to go through Nightmare? Okay. Nice. After Boom. Savage. Savage is in here too. Alright. By the way, make sure you leave. Yeah, that's true, but you know what? I don't like it. I've done it and people, the advertisements and the people constantly, I mean, it's what they do as well, like it's their kind of job. But people constantly trying to do things for you and to get you to pay them to do things for you is so obnoxious. At least that's because I did that before. Like when I first started streaming, I streamed on Twitch and on YouTube, just like, you know, flip-flop, right? Sometimes I would do it there, sometimes I would do it there. Mostly on YouTube. But like for not journey-specific things, because again, I have so many journey-specific offline characters that I created. And I would like, just go through a journey depending on the build and stuff like that. So many characters here on offline. And so if I didn't have a journey to do, and let's say I was doing online stuff real quick, like, TZ Bale is on, you know? This was before, like, Reign of the Warlock and all that stuff. So, I would do Twitch, and it was so annoying, I don't know. I don't know what else. But maybe with more people engaging, those people that constantly advertise would get discouraged and wouldn't bother us. I don't know, because I would have like 3-4 viewers, just like before, typical. Again, very small group of people coming, maybe 5, 6, and again, like, so maybe those people, the people that annoy others with their constant, I could do this thing for you. It's going to look way nicer for your stream. I could do this for you. Like, do you have a PayPal? Do you have things like this set up so that we could, change... so money could change hands for things like this? And I'm like, no, I'm good. And then they would just keep, just random, like those bots. I don't know where they even come from, but they're just constant. And they ask the same thing. They ask the same thing, the same questions. And, like, you don't want to be dismissive right away. Thank you, Mr. Clark. Yeah, maybe I will try it on, because again, I have an account there. Like, I have Sir Jable's Gaming on there, so I'm there. It's just that I don't ever stream there anymore. And another thing that I didn't like about Twitch, that I love about YouTube, is the fact that your streams get automatically saved. Like on YouTube, right? They're in your live section. And none of them have to be on your computer, like from a storage perspective. And Twitch, none of your things get saved, unless I think there might be, but you have to be like a big creator, so you could go into the past broadcasts and like check stuff. I don't know. All right, we gotta go back in this game. Oh yeah. Alright, what do we pick up here? Lethargy, Death Mark. This is technically the dagger we would want. Sure. We'll talk to Kashel later to get a better mercenary. Let's see. That's a promote Twitch, but you think that they do now once you hit a certain level of viewers? Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Um, I wonder because I never even had an option. Like as the streamer, I couldn't even. I didn't even have an option. Like, oh, I want to specifically like have this broadcast in my past broadcasts or whatever. So it was only if people caught me live. Nobody could see what went on in the live stream if they wanted to watch it later, which is like, what the heck? And if I did want that to happen, I would have to record the stream personally onto the computer, which takes up so much space, and then upload it as a separate video to YouTube for people to view what went on Twitch during the live stream. Do you see? Like, that's so stupid. But I will take a look into that if that's the case. If things have changed since a year ago, because again, I was not there long. I tried it for like maybe a month of like back and forth YouTube and Twitch, and after a month, I'm like, yeah, I'm just not doing Twitch. I so much prefer YouTube, and nobody bothered me here on YouTube. Nobody was like trying to advertise to me. You know, like, not only am I not making any money off of YouTube, but yeah, they're like, hey, yo, dude, and I don't know, they're not going to ask for $20. They're going to ask for a hefty amount. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. If anything, message me on Discord, like, privately, if you find out anything about that. And again, maybe it's worth revisiting, because again, maybe those people wouldn't really want to engage if they saw like more than 10 viewers at a time or something like that. Maybe they'd be like, oh yeah, never mind, I'm not going to advertise to this guy. So, but like when I did it with under 5 viewers, or like, yeah, like under 5 viewers, I would have like typically like 3 to 4. And it was just like the usual suspects, people that tuned in. People still like came in. You know? Gosh darn. Oh no, we were just not gonna hire her. Eventually she does have to die. Because we can't have her for the challenge. Yeah. That's literally what it is. And I would, I wouldn't get mad at them, because I understand that that's their thing too. Like, that's how they're trying to make money, by convincing people to, But I would just say, like, that I like cleanliness. Like, I like the whole thing to be clean. I don't want any overlays, nothing, right? And by the way, I could make an overlay if I wanted to. Like, but again, these people are trying to do it, and okay, fine, whatever. Yeah, that is true. That is true. No, Mr. Wedge, I'm on board, and I was just telling you why I have not been doing that, like, recently. You know what I mean? That was my original thought process when I realized that a while ago, but things might have changed. Very good, very good. Which is exciting. If it's true, and in general, like, I'm down to do it again, to give it another shot. Oh, come on. There we go. It's like you have to find a perfect rhythm for these potions. Because if you don't, and the freaking chat box constantly opens. Ah. Come on. Nice rhythm. There we go. Okay, cool. And by the way, the reason, if you guys are not familiar, the reason I'm chugging all these stamina potions, you might be thinking, man, Jables must be crazy. Like, what is he doing? You do that because any of these top 3 potions here, the stamina, poison, and the cold, each time you drink one, it gives you 30 seconds of the thing that it gives you. And they stack. So if you drink, let's say, 20 antidote potions, what's half of 20? 10. So that's 10 minutes. Right? Because 30 seconds per potion. So that's 2 potions. It gives you 1 minute of whatever you want. Yeah, they stack. So like, here, I could even demonstrate something for you here. I'll drink Let's drink, what is this, 8, 10? Yeah, well, actually it's going to already demonstrate, but look at this. If I just drink 1, my cold res goes up to 70, and watch, we'll check back in like a minute, and it's going to go down, because this only lasts for half a minute. Now, if I drink 10 of them, they're going to last for 5 minutes. Meaning I'm going to have plus 50 cold resistance for 5 minutes. So if I drink a whole bunch of those stamina, I don't know how many minutes of forever run energy I'm going to have. But if you like create your own game, let's say you're playing solo or whatever, doing something, and it's the beginning of the season, just buy a whole bunch, chug them all at once, and just make sure you don't die. Because if you die, then all of your stamina potions just went to waste, right? Because you're going to redo everything. But yeah. So that's what Jables was doing. But watch, see? We're already down back to regular cold resistances. Now if I chug these, again, there should be a mini timer somewhere, but there is no timer of how long. But if I chugged all of them, I'm going to have this for like at least 5 minutes now. And we could check back in 5 minutes and I should still have 70 cold res. Oh wait, I gotta summon my boy. I'm thinking, I'm like, why isn't he death marked over there? Dude, some of these songs really hit hard. Alright, by the way, what are we doing? We are going to the Dark Wood, yes? Yes, so let's find the underground passage. Ugh. Okay. Ah, look at that mini radius. Ooh. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Come on. Do-do-do-do-do. Come on. Where's my goat man? What are you doing, boy? Leveling as a summoner with some damage in between. The Sling Ring. So the Sling Ring is a new ring that they introduced that gives you Town Portal as a skill. Meaning you do not need town portals if you wear it. And it has faster cast rate on it. It is so dope. It's so cool. But it's incredibly expensive. And incredibly rare. Oh, also, if you guys want an explanation of the underground passage. So, let me, let's be in this black area right here. Well, first of all, let's clear this out. Dude, what? Quilted armor on a playthrough? I wonder if I even have this season. Look at that, boys. So funny, dude. 325? Is that max? That might be max. Or it might be the min. Yeah, I have one, and I got so lucky getting it, but I'm pretty sure it's rarer than like a Stone of Jordan. But maybe no. Don't quote me on that, you know. But the new rings, they fall into a I mean, I guess, you know, because they're in a weird place where I don't know the specific item level that they like require for it to be dropped, like what monster level it has to be for it to even be possible. But like SOJ is weird because it's on the lower end, meaning you could get it from like Nightmare and Dario, right? Because it's low enough to drop from lower level places. But the higher you go, there's more and more rings in the loot pool, and it's higher for sure than like a Dwarf Star or Ravenfrost. So it's gonna be in that pretty rare. Wow, that's so funny. Yeah, rare. Oh, but let me explain this because you guys might be ever interested. How to, because this is also kind of annoying. To get to the Dark Wood through the underground passage is really annoying sometimes. But let me show you guys what to look for. Okay, look at this map. So once you identify this tile right here and you realize where the back end is, I always keep talking about it like your back end, like your back against that wall, to be able to enter the area, the tomb or the cave or whatever. And once you realize that this entrance tile right here, which is where you spawn, the back end of this entrance tile is right here actually. Okay, so your character faces northeast, and to get to the Dark Wood you have to go straight through to the northeast. Now it is possible that we would have to make a little detour up here. Do you guys see with my cursor? I'm pointing to the mini map. It is possible we would have to detour this way and then keep going straight ahead, like so that we're going completely northeast, or we could have potentially had to make a detour this way and then go straight ahead. But Darkwood is straight through, and then the level 2, like the underground passage level 2, the side area that you don't want to go to, like during a playthrough, it faces one of these directions. So wait, there we go. Okay. Just FYI. The more you know. I want you guys to get good at map reading, because it's such a quality of life to be able to read a good map. To be able to read, the more maps you could read and figure out, you know, without frustration. That's what it is. It's quality of life about not being frustrated constantly. Which again, Diablo 2 is really good at that. It's one of those old school games where actually they required, like, frustration was part of the process, you know. But I'm trying to, you know, give you a little hint on some of the more frustrating things. But there's also something to be said about not knowing anything. You know that, you guys know that quote, ignorance is bliss, right? You know, if you know everything there is to know about something, it becomes less fun in a sense. And then there's also this thing where there's a quote, or not a quote, but like a saying slash, it's more of like a realization that the more you know, you realize how little you actually know. But that applies to the real world more than to like video games. But you know, knowing too much about something is also like not, just makes it not fun anymore. Because the curiosity is not there. You're never, you know, you're never wowed or like surprised. Like, whoa, what the heck? I mean, unless if it's something that you thought was true and then you're like, no way. Like my whole life I thought that this was how the map like worked or whatever, and then this is like, this contradicts that. Like that's cool to find as well. I love when I get or not contradicted, but where something weird happens, where the map like generates in such a weird, nasty way, and I'm like, no way, is this like an exception to the rule if this and this happens? Like that's what's cool about knowing a lot of things, I guess. But you know. Okay, finally let's invest into Vitality. It's my first Vitality investment, boys. And we're level 7. Guys, I'm not even paying attention, but we need a waypoint. That's what we need. because we want to go back to Stony to rescue Kane. Mwahaha. Jable's not paying attention. Typical. We're getting distracted because his math brain has natural ADHD, probably. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. But by the way, this is level 3 Miasma Bolt, right? Like, and it's doing work, by the way. Whoever had that question, like, you know, which is a good leveling build. Both fire, but Miasma is also good. Even with the little nerfs and the stuff that they announced that would happen or whatever, no, it's everything is still good. One of my, also a very cool soundtrack, and it wasn't a I don't think it would be considered a popular Super Nintendo game by any means, actually. Have you guys ever heard of Cold Shadow? It's actually a Disney. You wouldn't think it, but it uses like Donald Duck from Disney. It's called Cold Shadow and something else. That game from Super Nintendo has a pretty wild soundtrack too. Very catchy, but I'm a little bit afraid. I didn't like look if there's AI generated versions of it, but I don't think it would be the same. Even if it was AI generated, it wouldn't like have the same kind of thing. Look at that. We could have just went a little bit down from where we originally were. Oh, by the way, we've been talking for so long. Oh, dang it. Our cold res did go down. But, as you can see, our stamina is still maxed. By the way. Oh yeah, and what's our point system? I feel like I should... I don't know. Cold Shadow, and I want to find this. But yeah, I'm afraid to use it because Disney is real strict on their stuff, most likely. Whoops. Alright, let's go back to the stones. Rescue Mr. Kane. Check the hut. These huts are amazing. They have super chests in them. So this is a super chest. And a lot of times this drops a lot of stuff too. I don't know if that's like considered a super thing either. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. But okay, I'm pretty sure we had... How did we miss this little village? Where was the Oh wait, was that in the other game? I completely forgot. I'm like, I was looking for the stones from before. I'm like, what the heck? I could have sworn we found them. Ooh, hunter's bow for our lady. Leave Abaya alone, people. Jeez. Okay. Oh. Dang it. Almost perfect pentagon. But no cigar. Whoa. She is gonna own everybody with that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go rescue Kane. Oh, and she's gonna be rocking it with this leather armor too. Oh yeah. Okay, you have to go, my friend, because you're very annoying here. Nice. Oh yeah. Whoa. Lots of these guys in here as well. Pum 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 ba-dum. For the next stream, for the regular night stream that we do, I'm gonna try to find another AI generated, maybe from Donkey Kong Country 3, or the first one, or I'll try to find the Cold Shadow one. But I feel like they're gonna try to freaking go after me because Disney and their songs and their copyrights, you know, they don't joke around. Most likely, I haven't run into anybody, but you know. Again, what should we do here for this challenge? Because I don't want to respec this guy, like, if I don't need to, right? We might as well spec him along the way as if we would want to end up at by the time we're level 30, to not break any of the Fight Club rules, and to have just like a decent time getting to 30 by then, right? By the way, you know, hold on, now we that rescue Kane. Who was it? We were just there, Mr. Sage, right? If you can't find any normal games, by the way, normal bail run games, because I know that you just hit 25 after doing the Ancients. I should have freaking told you that earlier, that we could do that. I just didn't know, like, if people came here to see the little druid playthrough or whatnot. But we could do bail games if nobody's doing bail runs. Meaning I could teleport for you guys and just get you guys leveled to 40 so that you could be hell bumpers. Cool. Especially while I'm waiting for the laundry, which actually reminds me, let me just double check on it so nothing's going wrong, and I'll do a quick bathroom break. So give it 1 second, okay? I'll be right back. I'll leave you guys with this music, of course. All right. back, boys. Good thing that I checked. I got 10 minutes before I gotta go back there. How long has it been? Oh yeah, almost like an hour and a half. Okay, okay. Well, it depends if we want to keep going after this 10 minutes. Because this load, I do need to fold really on the quicks. Because it's going to be the first load that is done drying. And I don't want it to get wrinkly. It's not that big though. I don't do oversized loads or whatnot. So if you guys are down to do nothing for like 5-ish minutes from now, just meaning enjoy this without any playing, I could do that, I guess. Take that 5-minute break and then come back. Otherwise, we could just take a break in general and come back after I finish the laundry for the night stream. We'll see. Alright, where were we? We did this. Let's keep going forward. And I was curious. Oh, this is such a good song. Let me see. Dude, this song slaps, actually. Oh yeah. Trying to find a DKC3. Alright, hold on. I want to hear this one. What about this? You know? This is smooth jazz. Do 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 do. What do you guys think? Oh, I want to see this. Talking. One sec, boys. Let me see something here. Okay, let's see this one. DKC3 is slightly different, like vibe-wise, but it's really cool too. I really like it. Oh yeah. Guys, isn't this cool? This is like having a good time, like you're on a boat or something. I don't know. I don't even go on boats. But just like I imagine like this would be like, you know, cruising. And somebody else is driving the boat because you don't even know how to, you know. Those sound effects that the AI put in there, I mean, they are part of the original, but they actually make sense for the original. Dude, this is like dance music, like to dance to. This reminds me of something actually. What the heck is it? I feel like I could have heard. I've heard this being like an official song, not a game song. Man, this is so familiar actually. But this, yeah, supposedly also AI generated, guys. So I'm not that afraid of putting it during the stream. Not that they could do anything to me anyway. I make $0 from YouTube. Oh. But I wouldn't want like my account to get like strikes or something like that, right? Do 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 do. It's just to find the best demon, right? Because, and that's the thing, we're gonna have to hash out the rules. Because technically, if we start allowing, you know, at least for this first Fight Club challenge thing, right? Because if we start allowing things like Spirit, at least for the base run, we won't be able to test level 1, like how it works. But yeah, eventually when we get into like, you know, different things with the, if this works well the first time, I think this could be more of like a, not like a weekly thing, because you could use the same demon and then just, you know, you'd have to get a token and respec if you wanted to min-max things. But like, we could do these like in a row, a bunch, once people have their demons, and then we could, you know. Yeah, so for those, people would actually have to be all the way rushed through to hell to do it. No, that wouldn't be possible unless... Yeah, because the thing is, we want it to be random, meaning you don't have a demon when you start. Everybody gets, like, let's say, 3 minutes on the clock to go anywhere in the Diablo 2 world and get a demon and come back to the location. So I don't think it would be allowed to, like, leave the game, go to a hell game, and keep searching for demons and come back. I think it would have to be within the game. Whatever monsters spawn there, it's going to be, like, to the death kind of fight. Like, the demon... You know, there's going to be one demon alive. So it's not, you know, you have to be not that invested in using this demon forever, right? Because the whole point is to duel with the demon. So we'll see. But eventually I do want gear to be able to be used to like bump up the skills of it, you know, and stuff like that. But again, maybe for, again, like for testing purposes, we should do it without anything. But later, dude, if it actually becomes like a PvP thing, dude, I have to reach out to Cooley, man. If this goes well, but how we should get like just to see his thoughts on it, but how he should keep doing this, like, and going with it, because this could be huge. But yeah, if this becomes like a huge PvP thing, then of course gear is gonna be heavily reliant as well, or is gonna play a heavy role in how this, you know, how all this goes down. Hey. Have you guys played all the Donkey Kong countries or no? Wow, our first freaking book. Oh yeah. Haha, one shot. Yeah, see? And when you have those like community subcategories that people have like agreed to, and they're like, yo, there's gonna be, you know, level 9 duels, level 15 duels, because that's like where a lot of gear starts to have that requirement, or level 30 duels. It's fun. I was never like a huge PvPer because I don't know. Back in the day, I was way more interested in monsters, and still to this day, I'm more of a not PvPer. But this demon PvP thing, dude, this seems awesome because it's not going to be heavily reliant on, again, like that gear as much, because you're not doing the killing. You're going to death mark your demon into doing it. But, you know, who knows? There might be effects like, again, have we all tested this yet? I don't know. Like maybe slows target works if like you do something. I don't like, you know. So who knows? Maybe gear will become a part thing. But like for bigger events, like in the future, gear is definitely going to be a big part of it as well. Okay. We don't need to do the Countess, but at level 9, we probably should. You know? Dude, this guy is a tank, man. Wow. Hey, nice. Okay, what is this song? Do I remember what this song is? Sometimes it's hard to tell when the AI does its original mix or whatever. You're like, what song is this about to be? Oh, okay, I think I know what this one is. This is like when you go to the boat, I think. This is not like from any of the actual levels from DKC3. Guys, I don't know how he's, like creating the whole rule set, I would imagine, because it was his idea. I'm just on board 100%. I think this is a great idea. Again, I'm sad that I didn't think about this and like officially claimed it as like the Jables freaking Fight Club thing. This is an amazing idea. So I don't know. It's literally gonna. I think this first event we have to see what happens. But I don't think so. I think the point of it, Mr. Wedge, would be go anywhere in the game. And obviously, to get to level 30, you're gonna want to have beaten Ancients and done a few bail runs, because otherwise it's kind of hard to like level, you know. But bail runs from 25 to 30, bravissimo, perfect. And Ancients, so that you could potentially go to the Worldstone Keep and find a demon there if you would want, right? And I think it's gonna work like that. I don't know where we're gonna like choose to be, like to do the actual duel. Maybe it could be in that new spot in Act 4 that Howie keeps like mentioning in his streams in River of Flame, where it looks like the fake Hellforge place. Maybe we'll go there for the actual demons dueling themselves. But I think the cool thing about it would be to find a demon from anywhere within that game that was created. So, and then it's kind of like first come, first serve. Like, people are going to go to the usual areas that have good demon potential, right? Most likely, if they're smart at least. And it's just going to be the luck of the draw of who wants to maybe go for something less popular, but maybe more easily found. There's not going to be competition of getting the demon bound or whatnot. I don't know, guys. But it's going to be fun. That's all I do know. What is this book? This guy's already tearing it apart, man. Oh, this is Cranky's. This is Cranky's little shed with the birds in DKC3. Da 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 da. Or maybe it's not the Crankies, I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy myself. Maybe I'm going crazy myself. Do 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 do. Dude, I love that when he's enraged. Come on. That's right. Enrage, boy. Do, 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 do. Okay, what is this? Gosh darn it, these all kind of sound like the when you visit the freaking Tal Eld If. Thank you for the Eld. I like that. Do 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 do. Guys, DKC3 also has some amazing music. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. Ba-da, 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 ba-da. Ba-dum, bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, ba-da-ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-ba-dum. Alright, what is this? What song is this? Ah, this is the Overworld song. Overworld, when you're not in any level. Ba-da-bum, bum, bum, ba-da-bum, ba-dum, ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-dum, ba-da-ba-dum, bum, ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Maybe, I think. I hope I'm not an idiot misremembering completely. But it has been a long time since Super Nintendo days, boys. Hasn't it? Oh. Alright. Wasn't it time for me to go check on that laundry? It was. I'm going to leave you guys with the music for a quick sec. And we'll decide what to do. And very shortly. Alright. Alright, Mr. Kraft. Thanks for stopping by. And have a good one. Have a good one. Alright, we're going to keep going because, see, I finished. I don't know how long that took, but I think less than 5 minutes. Maybe 5. Because it was just a few black shirts that I wanted to, like, worry about the wrinkles. The rest were, like, shorts and stuff like that. Alright, cool beans. Let's keep going. Which song is this? Is this like the main one? Yeah, this might be like level 1. Like the first level song. I was jamming out to it right here. Alright, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Where did we leave off? Yes, we finished that. Okay, let's keep going. Let's go through Act 1 at least. Alright, Black Marsh. This time we're going this way. Oh yeah. Hey, how did I miss these guys? Wait, what? We're in Black Marsh. Oh, I was gonna say, what? Do I want to re-roll a death for you, Mr. Josh? Well, hold on. Are you getting, like, are you using a Hell Rune to get rid of the original one? Because, I mean, there is a Vex in there. I mean, somebody could probably use it, unless if it's more expensive and harder to find the base for it. But, like, essentially, unless if you, yeah, directly want to use that base, right? That you found like a very GG base and you want to use it for that, and it didn't roll well the first time, right? Potentially. But what is death? Like between 300 and 385 or 3 something? And the fact that it has a Vex, yeah? Okay. Come on into Jables, password 67. And I'll come back with my Warlock that has been having nice luck, and we'll see. Yeah, I would love to. By the way, yeah, because I want it for my Chronicle. So yeah, if you are ready to rock and roll, come on in. Yes, yes. Okay. Be right back. I mean, this guy rolled like very nice things. We got the perfect freaking Infinity for Mr. Wick. Oh. But again, I can't guarantee that he's going to be lucky every time, but he has been. So yeah, you could just drop them on the floor. This is a password protected game, you know? No one's getting nothing, but so that I'm not an idiot, let's double check what the order of this is. A death. Let's see. It's okay. Hell L Vex Ort Goal. Okay, let me see. Hell L Vex Ort Goal. Okay. Right? Let's double check again. Hell L Vex Ort Goal. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be an idiot. Okay. Ooh, you're doing it in this guy. Okay. Hell. Okay, let's just do it from the ground. Are we ready? Dude, this is nice. This is gonna be nice. Hell. L. Vex. Right? Vex. Ort. Goal. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! What happened with this guy? Ah! Dude, is that very low? Or what the heck's going on? I think it is. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Gosh darn it. Dude, what's going on? For you have been... I mean, I'm laughing, but it's like the tear, like laughter of sadness. Come on, boys. What? Wait. Okay, no. So, hold on. You want to do it in the same game? Alright, but we should... Okay, let's test. Let's see how this goes. Wait, did you make a death? Last try. Alright. Hell. L. Vex. Ort. Goal. Come on, baby. Dude, see? What the heck? It must be this freaking game. Gosh darn it. Stupid game seed. Dude, this must be just a bad game seed. By the way, it has happened before where I've noticed like a certain game has freaking... Dude, I need to get you a Vex rune or something as well. We need to re-roll that. We need to do it. Now I just feel horrible. That's crazy, boys. Gosh darn it. Next time you gotta make the game. Next time you gotta make the game. Alright? For sure. Because that is sad. That is very sad. And I've seen, by the way, people do this on stream, like even Cooley, where if he starts getting bad rolls on crafting amulets or whatnot, he just leaves the game and creates another one. Because you'll notice a trend where everything is the same. You need a sapphire? Okay, but yeah, there's something about game seeds as well. So of course, character seeds, game seeds, I don't know, but there's something up. Yeah, you do your game. For sure. Hell. This time you should roll it. If you're doing the same one, what are we doing? Oh my goodness gracious. Who was it that I rolled the infinity with? Was it this guy? Dude, you're crazy. I got the others. Hell. I get the others. Hell. L. Vex. I need a Vex. Where was that Vex? Vex. Ort. And Gull. 338. Okay. Okay, this is middle of the road. But that's still a freaking... That's still pretty nice. If it only goes past that 800, that would be nice, right? Between 400 and 800. Ooh. You know, in general, deaths are also very good. You have Mana Leech, which randomly comes in clutch, but look at that huge 50 crushing blow. And this Deadly Strike, essentially, half the time you're dealing double of your physical damage. Very nice. And just from this, meaning you don't even need like a High Lords, you don't need more Deadly Strike everywhere else, but yeah, it's pretty good. Definitely better. But again, this guy has had very good luck. Again, maybe it just has ran out, or I don't know. Who knows? But we got to get some more runes for you. What was that? A goal and then a Vex. Yeah, man, the Vex gold, they're kind of up there when it comes to expensiveness. Ooh, also, again, Mr. Man Bomber, we will be doing our this whole shenanigans with Void. I love it. And I want to roll a Grief, which I haven't rolled for a Chronicle yet. And then if somebody needs it, or maybe I'll try it for the Smiter as well. But I'm not exactly sure if I'm ready gear-wise to do that. But we'll see. Otherwise, we'll give it away. 420, happy 420, everybody. Alright, let's go finish Act 1. Or, yes, let's go finish Act 1 with the Warlock. I'm the little Warlock. Alright. Cool beans. Mr. Josh. Unless if you went over there to do something else, but don't be cubing up runes and stuff like that. Sometimes, in general, online, it's better to trade runes than to cube them up, right? Like to get your higher rune. So if you're thinking about, you know, doing another death roll, just think about it. Relax. Yeah. Don't be cubing up things yet. It's just more profitable. You'll save like half your runes just by trading them for the runes that you need. Like runes for runes. Don't worry, you know. All right, cool. So dude, I wish you the best of luck. I really want you to get like that 375 and higher roll. Like that would be really GG. But again, you know, it's such a luck of the draw. People don't realize, like, dude, sometimes you have to go through 10s and 20s and 30s and 40s of spirits before you get a 35 FCR roll. Or I remember last season, I just could not, for the life of me, get a good insight roll for my Echoing Strike Warlock that had any form of crit strike on it. Every time I rolled it, it would either get 1 or 2 crit strike, or if it rolled like 3 or 4 crit strike, the damage was at like, oh, 205 ED. And it's like, really? Like every time. And I rolled like maybe 10 of them last season. It's all like on the stream documented somewhere. I don't know where it would be, but like over the course of many streams, I just kept re-rolling it, dude. No freaking luck. Same thing with spirits. Again, some people go forever trying to get a 35% roll on spirits. spirit. And for a spirit, think about it. 344. Also, you know what's another thing that crossed my mind sometimes? That maybe the item ID, like the item identity code or whatever, might be a bad one. Like for that specific item. Not a bad one like it's corrupted, in the sense that like some items seem to be lucky. Like even if it's very weird, but like there was again, like I can't show it, but or maybe it's this one. I can't remember, but there was an item that I was rolling. Was it this season, or it might be this from this season, or it might be the Ethereal Colossus Bulge from this season, or something from last season, where it consistently got good rolls, and the only reason that I was re-rolling it was to even get higher rolls, but it consistently got high rolls every freaking time. So, you know, my guess is good as anyone's, I guess, when it comes to the causation of certain things, but it's very suspicious of how certain things work, man. Yeah. And again, so I think it has something to do with, again, who created the game, aka game seed, or sorry, who created the game, the character seed, who makes the item, maybe also partly character seed, the game itself, that's the game seed, and then maybe potentially like each item, because again, items could roll what? Superior, low quality, all that stuff, right? Like maybe an item has a range of numbers that it rolls with, like hidden numbers, and like let's say between 1 and 100, and like if it rolls between 0 and 5, it becomes superior. If it rolls between 6 and 90, it's regular, but it has different potential for different sockets based on what it rolled with, what the number rolled, right? Again, these are theoretical, like let's say something drops, like what the code would generate, right? I'm not a coder, I don't know much, but I'm just saying theoretically. And then if it rolls between 91 and 10 and 100, it's low quality or cracked or crude or whatever. Like you don't know. And then same thing for like getting sockets in items using the cube. Like it's been too many times where like the perfect thing happened, where the item that I was hoping to get 4 sockets in actually got 4 sockets. Then when I rolled it, it rolled amazing. And then when I re-rolled it, it rolled even better. Like there's things to this that I, you know, I don't know enough about, but it's weird. Like who knows, maybe that Colossus sword will never go above 350. You don't know. Like maybe it's somewhere in that code where everything about it is mid or lower, and you could just go on forever re-rolling it, you know. And again, so the weird thing is, like, people can kind of, like, a very nice, easy example is Spirit Monarch re-rolling, or Spirit Sword re-rolling. Doesn't matter which one. But think about it. The rolls between 25 to 35 is how much? 11 different options. But let's just say 10. If it was like between 26 and 35, it would have been, you know, 10. But you have 1 out of 10 chance to get a 35%, right? And that's a way smaller loot pool than between 300 and 385 enhanced damage, right, on a weapon. So on the weapon, nobody should be like, you know, necessarily expecting like whatever, because the amount of possibilities are ginormous. But on a spirit, you do expect to get that 35 roll, you know, after a certain time. But yet, like, true, people have tested it. sometimes, again, sometimes the shield keeps getting 35. I mean, who re-rolls a 35 roll, but consistently gets high rolls, high rolls, high rolls, like certain items, certain characters, certain games and game seeds. And then others just literally freaking cannot get 35. You know, and it takes like 25 rolls, 30 rolls. And then people just sometimes end up like literally getting so angry, frustrated, that they throw that item out because they call it a cursed item. And then they just get a different item to freaking roll a spirit shield in. I've done it myself, by the way. There have been spirit shields that consistently have gotten like 26, 27, 25, 25, 26, 25, 26, 27. Boom, I switch it out to a different shield. 33, 34, 32. What the heck just happened? You know, so yeah, sometimes people, like I'm telling you guys, I don't know the logistics behind it, but there's a lot of logistics. Oh, Gem Shrine. By the way, Gem Shrine, do you see? I'm not going to click it with nothing in my inventory. Because that, or sorry, with no gems in my inventory, because that will just generate a random chipped gem. But if you have a gem in your inventory, it will upgrade that gem to the next category. But you only have to have that single one in there. Or if you have several, it has to be the, I forget if it's the first one picked up back in the day or the last, the most current one picked up. But always go back to town if you guys can, and get yourself whatever flawless amethyst or whatever that you need, and upgrade that bad boy. Anyways, let's try the top, because the Tamo Highland usually goes, you need to eventually go up. But it could be a downward map like this, and then going up. Oh, what is this? Tamo. And then see, like, some characters, again, some characters have like charm luck, or some characters have, again, like it sounds like I'm a freaking conspiracy theorist, but some characters have rune luck, or at least it seems that way, and it's like almost inevitable that something is going on there. Or not inevitable, but like obvious, like meaning like you can't just explain it away, and it can't just be a coincidence. Something, you know, like, I mean, technically it can, because what, randomness happens all the time, but still. I believe this is like a boss fight music or something. One of them, or no? I'm trying to remember. It's kind of fun. It's like having a guessing game. Yeah, it should be. It should be random, but I highly doubt it, Mr. Josh, by the way. Just from years of playing, and you know, I'm sure you've been playing also for like several years or whatever. Back in the day, or even when you were a kid, right? There's definitely some weird stuff. What am I standing around for here, huh? What you standing around for, Jables? Also, I like to get every character that I do, I just get like a little bit of vitality in the beginning, so I'm not like getting one shot. But I like to get up to 60 strength. A lot of people go up to only like 35 or 45 for light plated boots. I go all the way to 60 to wear plated belts. And if I'm up for it, I go to 70 to wear the highest tier boots from normal. That way, you have enough strength to wear the highest tier boots, meaning like the metal ones. They come all the way in like Act 4 and 5. Those boots, and then you have the highest, or enough strength to wear the highest belt from normal. And they drop a lot, you know, plated belts and boots, so you could really like mix and match, find some nice gear. But people like refuse to go that high for strength. Not me. I say it is worth the sacrifice. Alright. Also, when you go into this little section to get your outer cloister waypoint, you see this middle part right here? If there are no statues here in the middle, which there aren't any, because they would be visible from the waypoint itself. There are no statues. You keep going as if you were, like from the entrance, meaning you just keep going ahead. If you do have a statue, then if you're standing on the waypoint itself, you must go past the statue to get to the correct direction. Right? So if you're standing at the waypoint here and the statue's here, you need to go past it like this way for the barracks to be there. And if the waypoint's here and the statue's on this side of you, you have to go past it to go into the barracks this way. Just FYI. So again, like, but going back to like the topic of seeds and rolling things, you know, it's too much almost coincidence on the other end where certain items just simply, it seems like, cannot roll high or consistently roll horribly, you know. And I blame the freaking, there's something with the seed, man. Again, I don't really know much, but by the way, guys, we have not invested any points besides what we have from this dagger into Miasma Bolt, and we're at the barracks, and we're doing just fine with our freaking demon. That's how good the freaking Warlock is. You know? Alright, get out of here. What is this? See? Maybe it was meant to be. Maybe that item was meant to have a nice rolls in general, consistently even. Maybe. I'm telling you, it's a thing, boys. So don't be discouraged. But if you do notice a pattern, patterns are called patterns for a reason, right? Don't disregard them, because it might be telling you some information about the item you're trying to roll it on, and it's kind of yelling at you saying, don't roll me, right? Like, don't use me for rune words, because I will consistently give you bad rolls, right? Maybe that's what it's telling you. So pay attention to patterns, boys. Again, if it's like a beautiful 5 open socket phase blade with 15 ED, right, and 3 attack rating, like a perfect superior, you know, phase blade, obviously don't just throw it to Charcy because you get 1 bad roll or 2 or 3 bad rolls, right? Like, that's probably worth the reroll, right? But if you just have a regular old, you know, crystal sword 4 open socket and you're rerolling to get a spirit, dude, if you get a 25, a 26, a 25, a 26, and a 26 in that crystal sword, just freaking chuck it. Sell it to Charcy. You don't need that crystal sword. Just get another crystal sword, you know, because they're not the end of the world to come by. They're not, you know, they are to come by. And you don't need it to be superior. You don't need it to be any kind of special thing. All you need it to be is 4 socket. So toss it. Don't be afraid. Toss it and just hope to get better RNG, like a better crystal sword that just has better RNG. Because that's probably more likely for you to get a 35 roll than to experience the constant frustration of getting bad rolls. At least you know that if you introduce a new item to your roll, to rolling what you want, you know, it's at least you know that it's fresh. So anything could happen. You might get bad luck again, but at least it's fresh. And the possibilities are endless. Okay. Okay, now it's getting a little tougher, by the way, without investing any points into anything. You're getting up there, but it just goes to show. Hey, look at that. Yeah. See? Mr. Jackaroo, another great example. And if you use the same base, the same item for it, I would not be surprised if the item had some kind of like item number that was generated when it dropped from the monster, that it consistently stays with that item, meaning it doesn't change, and that item has been having that effect on you. Or again, the other side would be your character seed, your character number that it generated with is just a character seed that tends to roll low, or the game seed. Again, if you're online, maybe the game, or the offline, like when the game generates, right? Like the seed gets put in, and it's consistent, right? The game just keeps rolling the same way, right? Unless if you change difficulties. Like there's something about it, and again, I wouldn't think twice about just getting rid of that base. Okay. But I would say, if anything, I would try to do a different strategy. Either getting a different base, or literally like taking that item, putting it in your shared stash, just going on a different character maybe, and creating a game with that, using that character and trying that. People have tried all different things, and it does seem to, like, there does seem to be things affecting it all the time. So yes, even though RNG randomness is true, but it's not as true as we think it is. Because RNG by nature has to come from somewhere, right? And if there are certain, like, again, like every game, like if RNG was not true, or sorry, like if RNG was like real, then everything would have the same odds of dropping, in a sense. But they don't. The item fell cursed, man. Do you remember, just out of curiosity, I mean, this might have been a long time ago or whatever, but do you remember if you did the insight, right? The one that you rolled 6 times in a row at 12, or 5 of them were 12, the 6th one was 13, right? Do you remember if you did the last one, the one that rolled 16, did you do it in, by any chance, that same game? Or did you end up ever leaving, making another game for each one separately, and then, or for that last one or whatever? Well, yes. You could actually do, yes, I'm a math guy. If you have any questions about how math works, you could ask me. Well, let's see. I'm going to bring up the calculator, which I don't know if you'll be able to see, actually. Hold on. Oh, I see. Hold on. I need to undo Diablo 2. Wait, where is this? Oh, there we go. Right, so what are the chances of rolling any of the whatchamacallit? We have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 6, right? Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, so 6, and each time it has the same amount, right? So you have 1 out of 6 chance, 1 out of 6 chance, 1 out of 6 chance. This is just telling us how many possibilities there are, right? Or what Right, like to do this in a row, to get them in a row, it failed the first time, it failed the second time, it failed the third time, right? Wait, what did I just do? Okay, hold on. 6 times 6 times 6 times 6 times 6. How much was that? 5? For 5 times, it's this. But if we do it one more time, it's this. So for 6 times in a row, that is correct. It's 1 out of this many. And if it was 5 in a row, then it's 1 out of 7,000 something. You just saw that number earlier. So pretty much the amount of, chances like this you can figure out using exponents, right? Because you have to say how many possibilities there are each time. And if it only takes up 1 slot out of those possibilities, like 1 out of 6, it can't be like 2 out of 6. If that's the case, then you would have to do like 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, right? But yeah. So literally the chances of that happening are 1 in 46,000. Very low. Like, guys, like mathematically speaking, like if you had to flip a coin, right? Like, or whatever, you would have to flip a coin. Like if somebody told you have to flip a coin this many times to get heads, you'd say like, no, that's crazy. But that's essentially what happened. It was just that it was a 6-sided dice. Oh, actually, the dice thing is the perfect example for insights. It's as if you were to roll a dice 6 times. So what happened to you, Mr. Jackaroo, was that you rolled a dice, because it has 6 options, 6 times, and every single time it rolled on 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Like, you know what the chances of that happening? That. It's 46,000 times if you did it 6 times. If you rolled a dice 6 times and every single time it hit the same number. Kind of crazy. Alright, let's show D2R again. So, there... Again, technically, that is part of randomness, but more so probably not. There's something pulling it. You know what I mean? It's not that there's not a random factor to it, because again, like you said, it did eventually go into 16. But some force, something is pulling it. It's like, for example, when you drop a ring from Nightmare in Dario. Like 85% of the time, or sorry, not 85 because it's like way more, but let's say 85% of the time it'll be a mantled, 13.5% of the time it'll be a Nagel. Like, who knows? I'm just making these numbers up. And then Stone of Jordan is going to be less than 1% of the time, or like 1% of the time, or whatever it is, 2% of the time. Why is that? Because there is different weights to what can roll at what level and where. So I have a feeling there's different weights assigned to items and to rolls based on a bunch of factors, like the item seed, the game seed, the character seed, the whatever, but it's a fascinating topic. That's why, like I said, if the rune word isn't too expensive and if the base isn't something that's a deal breaker, if you notice a pattern of bad rolls, like consistently, just toss it. Or at least change something. You have to change something to have the possibility of more things being changed. Like you can't stay doing the same thing. What is that quote from Einstein? If I'm not mistaken, Einstein said it. Insanity is the like doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results is the definition of insanity, or something like that, right? And that's 100% true. So, don't be like surprised. To a normal person would be surprised if they kept re-rolling something and it constantly got the same bad roll. But, don't be mad at the game, Be mad at yourself for not realizing that there was a pattern happening there. By the way, I know that it kind of sounds harsh, and I don't mean it like in a bad way, because I've been tricked by that so many times. Because I didn't want to let go of the item that I was rolling, and I didn't want to let go of the base and whatever. And I just kept forcing the issue, forcing. Yeah, at least leave the game. That's why, you know what we should have done with Mr. Josh? We freaking should have left the game when we made that first bad death roll. When we rolled that 305 ED, I should have immediately, and I even said it on stream, but I'm like, you know what, screw it. We'll try to roll it again in the same game with the same character and everything. But we should have literally freaking left like that game, because that was already a bad sign that it rolled 305 on the first go. And 305 is like almost minimum. We should have freaking left. Because you need to change some kind of variable to get different results, man. You don't expect the same thing. Or sorry, don't expect different things if you're doing the same thing. And trust me, I've done, like I said, to you guys who are watching, you know, I've done it many times where I also felt pressured into keeping using the same item because I kind of liked it for whatever reason, and I freaking fell into the trap of getting a gazillion bad rolls, and then probably at the very, very end I ended up tossing it anyway because I just got too frustrated. And I would have saved myself so much freaking trouble and so much frustration if I just tossed the item out in the first place. Like after a few rolls, right? Don't toss out an item after getting 1 or 2 bad rolls. But if you get 3, 4, 5 bad rolls, just toss it. Ooh, good song, by the way. Dum dum da dum. Dum. Da da dum da da dum 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 da da dum da da dum 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 da dum da dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum boom. Oh yeah, dude. I know people have lost their minds because they haven't realized that this is a possible truth. That it's not up to them, that literally they have no control over the bad rolls. They have no control over them because it's the fault of the item or the game, like the game seed, or the character seed. Again, it's not that you're the unlucky one. It's literally like built into the item or into the game seed or into the character seed or something. And yeah, people beat themselves up for it a long time. Also, again, I've noticed, same thing with seasons. Sometimes my first character just ain't a lucky one, and I'll make like a secondary character, right? Like a second character just to hold stuff or whatever, and all of a sudden that character's getting just like good rare boots, good rare whatever, just like whoa, and then I end up just literally almost leaving behind the first character that I made that has like my official Sir Jables Gaming like as the name. I end up abandoning him and just almost playing the rest of the season with the second character, or let's say the third character, because just in general he seems to have better luck. I've done that so many times. Oh guys, the best song, I think. No? It's the beginning opening one. Ba-ba-dow, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-dow. SOJs. Ba-da-ba-dum-bow. Ba-da-ba-dum-bow. Ba-da-bum-ba-dum-bum, ba-dum, ba-da-bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum-bum. Rust. There's a PvE server that's heavily modded and fun. They have unique weapons and armor pieces. And to hear those kids cry about drop rates. going good. And really, we haven't experienced that many. We haven't experienced that many difficulties yet. We're 12, but by the way, we've only been putting 1 points everywhere. Ooh, okay, we're 12. Yes, yes, yes. This might open up something. We have literally 1 point because I'm just getting it prepared, and I don't want to respec when I get to level 30. But I also have to think ahead and not put more points than that are allowed by the rules by the time that we are 30. So I'm kind of going through this little section just for the leveling process. But you know what we've been using? We've just been using a 3 to miasma bolt dagger. And then the freaking, this guy's been doing great. The summon goat man. Haven't found gloves yet. Again, he's low level. He's only 12. Yeah, I haven't found gloves yet. That's funny. I will eventually use these. Also, do you guys want to re-roll this and see? Oh, boy, we don't have a cube. I could show you guys, though. There's a cool recipe. Not a lot of people use it, though. Because it is a little bit expensive, I guess, if you think about it. But it has to do with skulls and socketing a shield, which then gives the shield, like, attacker takes damage and a socket. But that also has the potential to roll skills. Yeah. Oh no, this demon is only for a specific fight club. You don't need to do that, Mr. Hippie. This guy is for a special challenge that we're going to be doing this weekend. And the character's gear will not matter. It's just like for playing through. But I guess, but you don't need to. I have Mage Fist somewhere, or what? Not Mage Fist, Blood Fist somewhere. Those are level 9. Yeah, Blood Fist will work. Yeah, if you're on, you could jump in. The game is Jables, password 67. Yeah, if you want to drop them off, or maybe I don't even have a pair. I probably have given all mine out away in the beginning, and now I don't even pick them up anymore. And then you could have them back when we upgrade to the. Oh, but you know what I'm thinking? Don't even really bother. But I do appreciate you, you know. Not that I would say no. But these guys are going to open up soon. And I wonder what kind of gear we could get with that much magic find in the very beginning. You know what I mean? Nah, I mean, Jelly Bean. Death mark. Boom. Hey, do. Legalize it, but we don't need. This is gonna be way too high for us. We can't have those. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da. Wait, is that what you said? Legalize it. What are you doing? Oh, you maybe want to just transfer these, I'm guessing, right? Maybe you had no room. Is that what I'm guessing? That's what I'm guessing. Do. Yeah, it's on a different character. Oh, for me, for later? Okay. Well, if anybody else also will need them, let me know. These are very nice gloves if you guys don't have FCR gloves yet. But good call. Yes, but I do have some, by the way. I just want to show you. Yeah, I have 2 pairs even. Oh, look at that. It's a better pair. Those are my problem now, huh? Dude, I do that for people. When I don't have space, I'm like, Yo, dude, take this. It's too expensive to sell, but now you're stuck with it, taking up your inventory space. By the way, it's not. I'm not saying so zombies is too expensive to sell, but like I'll give somebody like, yo, take this, and they're like, no, I don't need it. I'm like, well, take it anyway. You know, take it anyway. And then they're like, gosh darn it, Jables gave me something I can't really just Charcy it. You know, it's too good to Charcy. So that it, you know, takes up space in their stash instead of my stash. Hilarious. I do that all the time. Especially if I'm rushing people. I'm like, oh, that's a good item. That's a good item. And I do want it later, but or I might like hit them up later for it. But I'm like, I don't have any room. I'm like, take it. They're like, no, I don't want it. I'm like, take it. Ah, that's funny. That's like renting out. What are those? Like a rent-a-rooms? Not rent-a-rooms. You guys have seen those, right? Like the storage units that you could rent out for like a month on a monthly basis. It's like renting out somebody else's storage from their shared stash. People should charge for that, you know? If you want a full page for a month, that requires, you know, like an Istrun. What an idea that would be, right? That's funny. Smack my Ubers. Hey, and you're getting up there, my man, for those Ubers. Dude, you probably need those freaking blood fists, you. Stop looking for blood fists. Because I'll be able to wear the chance cards anyway soon. And again, this character is not going past level 30. Yeah, you must have. Oh, did you want these? Do you have these guys? Where did I just put them? Oh, here. Did you need these again? Did you want them for this guy? Who knows? You might need them. Yeah, take them back. Take them back. Because I have several. I don't know what I'm going to do with them unless somebody else wants them, like, from the stream. You know? Just keep them. See? This is what happens. Is that an ethereal one? No. I'm good. See, that's what happens. No, I'm good. Thank you. I want to finish. No. Oh yeah, I have found some way earlier. But I'm good. Yeah, I found like an Eth Bone Snap as well this season. And I might have been using it like on the third character or something. Let's see. Is it a perfect roll, did you say? Ooh. That's nice. I wonder what those go for. Like, I wonder what people would use them for. Because, again, you can't Zod it. But you can use it on, for example, an Echoing Strike build. If that was like a PvP situation. You know, ethereal weapons, even if they are not indestructible, do have a purpose for Echoing Strike in low-level dueling. So, no, it's okay. No, it's okay. I used one earlier this season for Echoing Strike, but I won't make a Echoing Strike guy anymore. You know? No. Now with Echoing Strike, they do take damage from, not for Echoing Strike. They were gonna change it to that, but they decided not to. Yeah, I use yeah. Use an ethereal on my Echoing strike block. Yeah, this is what I use on my echoing strike block. Yeah, but you can't use mirrored blades because that will lose the durability. Or same goes for the other skills. Only echoing strike with the hexes doesn't. Yeah, which is nice. They let it be that way. It doesn't. Whoops. Why does it nerf that? No. Yeah, it doesn't affect. Yeah, it doesn't affect any other class. All other classes. All the other classes, though, as long as they are casting spells, they also don't lose durability. Yeah, if you cast spells, you also don't use durability. That's why it won't hurt the sword. But if she swings with it, then yes. Yeah, if she swings with it, it will lose durability. So make sure you don't do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Alright, let me go finish Endariel because I won't get this freaking stream going. I won't like have time to finish Act 1 before I need to do more laundry. And then we need to take a break as well. I'm gonna go eat something and blah blah blah. And then we'll do the regular night stream later. But let's go kill Andy. Boom boom boom. And you're ready for Nightmare too? Would you wanna do that a little later? Like meaning like the later stream, like at 7:30ish, 8 o'clock, something like that. Because that might be too late, right? For you? I forget. Or you could do it tomorrow, you know? It's up to you. Because I do want to take a mini break. Oh gosh, come on. Catacombs. Come on, you catacombs. Yeah, it's gonna be a little too late for you, right? Oh no, not too late. Okay. That's good then. Okay. Yeah, so we could do it in the later stream today. Levitation mastery. Come on. And where are those suckers? Okay, there we go. They teleport weirdly. Sometimes they don't teleport at all. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, this is the mini game where you like, I think verse old Cranky at the bullseye throwing. Oh my gosh, and look at this. It forces you to go around. For sure. Yeah, it's almost a 3-hour stream already. Good thing for timers on dryers and washers, huh? So you could kind of you know based on the settings how long it'll be for something to be ready, so that things don't get wrinkly and crinkly. Also, we should be going to the right here, or like we should be going, what would this be? Yeah, I'm showing it the other way for you guys, right? Yeah, I have to realize that the camera is backwards, so we should be going counterclockwise in a sense if we want the waypoint, because we want to hit the waypoint first, so that, whoa, we want to hit the waypoint first before hitting the staircase. But either or is fine, because you could technically leave a portal, right, and then keep walking, leave a portal, and then go find the waypoint, and then go to town, and then take your portal back, right? Nice. Okay. Boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, ba-doom. Oh, Dirk, I keep forgetting that these also roll with stuff. With stuff. With stuff. With lots of stuff. Dun 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 dun. Come on, flame sludge. Dun 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 dun. Dude, am I going crazy? How is this a freaking map? Okay, so I guess it is going to be a quick map though, because the waypoint's going to be right there. Fine. Fine. Whoa, look at that. Freedom Miasma Bolt book. Pretty cool. Okay, that should be enough. Dun 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 dun. Oh. Ba 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 da ba dum bum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum. Ba da ba da ba da ba dum. Ba dum bum ba dum bum bum ba da ba dum. These guys are tanks. Dang, boys. Can we get lucky? No. And look at this nasty, nasty setup here where, oh, it does go further out that way. Okay, let's go this way then. Okay, nothing there. Wow, completely empty. There's gonna be a dead end, probably. Wow, you can't tell actually. Okay, nice. Do 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 do. What is going on? Why can't they walk? Come on. Okay, and you guys have to calm down. Why can't I walk here? What is going on? Okay. That was kind of crazy. Very annoying, actually. Also, it's annoying that I can't walk here. What the heck, bro? Look, I'm getting stuck. I don't know if it's the map or what. If it's Catacombs level 4 every time that this happens, or... Okay, but for sure what we're doing first here is gonna be to kill these shamans. That's gonna be a fact. I am not working on Andariel with these shamans there. And look at this. Will she even kill him? I mean, she did eventually. Ha ha ha. Alright, great success. Okay, cool beans. I'm surprised we could pick up everything. Oh, and she died. Booda. Ba-ba-da-ba-da, booda. And there you go. Congratulations, boys. Make sure you also talk to Wariv as well. It seems like talking to both of them tends to get Jerhin less stuck inside there eventually. It might be a coincidence, but I always say be better safe than sorry. Dude, this is level 3 required? That's pretty insane for a level 3, no? Dude, these are all required level 3? No, this one sucks. So that's different. I mean, kind of cool. but obviously not cool enough. But I am... What the heck, man? Alright, whatever you say. But yeah, we made it to Act 2. Oh, what level are we? Can we not wear these yet? Okay. Okay. Soon. Soon we'll be able to wear them. Guys, what we also need to do is we need to first of all roll some stuff. That's gonna be, I don't know if it's gonna be today or tomorrow or maybe this weekend. You know, we have to choose a nice day. Because why not? Also, we need to... We'll see. I was going to say one more thing and then I forgot. What did we need to... What did I want to do? Will this remind me? No. This remind me? No. 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 Dang it, I don't know what I was gonna say. We need to... Something about skills, maybe? I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. But it's been over 3 hours, boys. Let me take a nice break of, I would say, at least 2 hours. So we would be back at like 7:30, maybe 8. Again, typical stream time for me, like the evening stream for during the summertime, is like going to be around there. But we did a bonus one today. Because it's just too hot. But anyways, y'all, I'm happy to have you guys be here. A lot of you guys showed up today, actually. Very nice. Cool. Thanks. I was not expecting that to be in the earlier, you know, in the earlier stream. But GG, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed. So, on our way out, let's everybody hit the thumbs up button. And make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright? Time for... I gotta finish the laundry still. Put in a few more loads in there. And then eat something, take a break, and yeah, we'll be back. I would say definitely around 8. You know, like 2.5 hours from now. We'll see. But if you guys are want to be part of this little fight club thing that, you know, I'm leveling up my guy for, this was Howie's ideas. So Howie Diablo on YouTube. Also search for his Discord. It's called Howie's Homies, or I could give you guys an invite. And it's going to be a fun time. This weekend, level 30 Warlocks with level 1s all around, 1-point wonders only. It's going to be our testing, like our first test run of this. But everybody's, you know, invited to be part of this. All you need is to get a Warlock up to level 30 with 1 point in all of the demon skill tree. And yeah, it's going to be demon versus demon to the death, using death mark and random bound demons that we find during the game, and it's kind of like a PvP thing. Okay, so if you guys are new, or if people are watching this after I get off, like just as a VOD, then that's what the information is about. That's what we're doing here, is leveling this guy up to level 30 so that we can get bind demon. And this is a really cool skill. Obviously at level 1 you only get to bind white monsters or regular monsters, but again, that's going to be the point of this. This is going to be interesting to see what happens. Just flatline level 1, and then we will experiment with future fight clubs if this is a success. So if you guys want to get up and at it, I'll be, again, I could help out with the rushes or whatever, but other than that, pretty much essentially you're better off leveling him on your own, because there's no reason to take him to hell and like level up to 30 in hell only. It's kind of too much, like kind of pointless a little bit, unless if you're going to use this Warlock not for the fight club in the future and you're just going to level him up forever, you know, and that's a different story. But anyways, I could do all that stuff later. So peace out, YouTube. Adios amigos. Bye 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 bye. Thanks for everybody who stopped by. Thanks for letting me roll some of your stuff, even though it did not roll well. But again, it's one of those things where you can't be mad, really. And also, there's just hidden secrets when it comes to the code and all that stuff that sometimes, even if we wanted it to roll better, it almost physically, the computer will not allow it to, right? Because of whatever it is. So, you know, don't take it so badly, you know, don't take it personally. I wish that the rolls would have been better, but it's okay. So peace out, everybody who was here. Mr. Kraft, some of you guys had to go already, which is fine. Thanks for the chit chat. You know, without the chit chat, it would just be like playing single player, right? So thanks a lot, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, YouTube. I'll be back. Laters.